Millennial, you didn't hit the like, Millennial. What's up, mama?
Now watch time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's the or dark creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun ray my heart, her make the patriarch. No social media, saviors I fix, marks must we make, knowledge want this way, time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun ray my heart, her make the
Patriarch.
No social media, saviors I fix, marks must we make, knowledge want this way, the rod and base rock. I rose up to the
Man, I gotta see if this thing is in the back. Oh, I wonder if I got it. Oh, shit. Hey, what's up? Hit that like, hit the like. I'll be right. Let me go check something right quick. Oh man. Woman in jail, resilient of all foreign and alien entities. I decree this morning, send them back to whence they came. It's the peace laugh or war cry, whatever the relevant name of each path, simple, highest form, spiritualities, how you teach math, a humble beast is still a beast. Now feel the beast wrath, rain fire upon them, and the internet forms, sigils, emojis, and the avatars that wore them. Destroy this de facto government and its problems, establish Big Boss house so she may restore him, the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media, saviors are fakes, marks must we make, knowledge more is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media, saviors are fakes, marks must we make, knowledge more is when rod and base drop. The legs folks, note to self, quit playing, hit the gas. This shaft is called my turn, take the risk, it's fast. Most of them vaccinated with chips in their pants, plus the rappers sacrificing each other for percent of cash. Second, watch videos with other subliminals, predictive programming, weirdo, shrunk menstrual shows, villains, contaminated fruits and vegetables, like minerals, the water and skies I fry. New way chemicals, technology, got me here in front of my desktop, perusing these beats and whatnot for my best option, contemplating which bar will next spot to unlock the minds that are stuck within a next spots off the chart. I continue to climb, watching the rest flop like carp fishing, 100% fresh short water. I'm on the front line, X marks the spot. I shine because of her, for she's the best sport. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, ways the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media, saviors are fakes, marks. The Chief Bob is back. What's up? What's up, mama? Woo!
Social media, saviors are fakes, marks must we make, knowledge.
Funny ass.
All praises to the Most High. All praises to the great matriarch. Honor and respect to our ancestors. Bro, you've always had a father.
I guess people, it's 8 o'clock. So, August, September, I think the time changed on the East Coast. It's 2-hour difference now? I'm not sure. I think it is. I'm not sure. But, I ain't shaking nobody's hands ever again. You communicate. If I leave something, I'm wiping it down. I'm aware of more than I say, but I allow motherfuckers to make choice. That's all I'm gonna say. You know? Shit, I'm still going to work. Oh, you are? Oh, okay. That's what's up. People are not as intelligent or as smart as they think they are, man. God damn, boy. You can't make this shit up. But I gotta go in here. I'm gonna make me some dandelion tea before I go to sleep tonight. So I gotta go in here and get the little strainer and then turn the boil some water up and yeah.
Yeah, I had a little what's that? I'm wait till it's about another 6-7 minutes. I had an excellent workout. Oh my god. I put the video, I put it together. I had the back brace on. You can probably tell a little bit, like it's not tight, but you can see it, like, you know. I took it off though in a couple of the workouts. I don't know if I forgot. I didn't get all my chest, rounding out my chest workout. That's the one I want to get, but there's people walking by. You don't want to record people, you know. But yeah, it was a good workout. A good workout. I mean, holy smack. But there was a little issue. I think because I only got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. And I'm tired. And I'm not eating at no restaurants. At least nobody will know what restaurant I'm going to go to. All right? That's not out of fear, none. It's just showing the game is easy to play. Easy. And I know restaurants where I know the people, so I'm going to those. Tomorrow I'm going to one of them. I'm not drinking. Stop drinking for. I'm gonna stop drinking for a while. Cause I've been drinking cheap beer. Like I drink German Bavarian beer, and I'm not drinking. I'm tired. Excuse me. I am tired, yo. Damn. And my back is cracking. It's a little tight. I didn't get in the water wave, or I didn't get in the massage chair or nothing. I should have. I'll do it tomorrow though. Whew. Man, I am tired. I know most people ain't really doing nothing, so you know. People want something that's not going to pique their curiosity, or they want something that's stuck in the world now. And that's, you know, like I said, everyone has a choice, so there ain't nothing too much I can do about it. I want to make sure this thing got no appeal on it. Nope. No appeal. I would advise you don't eat fruit at night. I actually need to fast for like 11, 12 in the morning, but I need something. I drank this protein shake. It's Remedy, organic, chocolate fudge, 20 grams protein. Man, that is so good. That is so good. I literally cried. It hurt so damn bad. And then, oh man. Oh, you alright, honey? Wow. Have you gone to the food bank yet in that area? No. I don't have to go to the food bank. No, I'm good. I'm good with food. I gotta change my diet though. I gotta get back into vegetables and shit. Oh my god. One bite? Yeah, juicy. Juice right now. I took a hot shower and I know I shouldn't have with that damn water coming out. I didn't break my, I don't have my filter, so. 3 more minutes. It feels so good right now. It's like 82 degrees. It's nice and cool. No rain.
And a lot of this music, it's only talking about the suppressed rising. I mean, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up.
I am tired, yo.
So only people that's scared are the
I am so tired.
The only people who could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
Pre-pound pressure.
No way.
I gotta change my oil in the morning. It's man. Oh yeah, baby, you too. Okay, as long as you can get something decent, just don't stuff anything in your mouth. Don't stuff just anything in your mouth. Hey, do you see the SpaceX, the rocket, whatever, zip through? But they lost their mind. We was out at Charter Lake, and that thing was, woo, man. That thing, it went wrong. I mean, it was hauling butt, like fast, like real fast. And Lady at the bar was like, at the gym was like, I didn't know, she could always see me working out. She'd come up and ask me, if I do it this way, I was like, if you don't mind me saying, like, a good way to do it, if you want to try. She's like, I didn't know your eyes were light brown. I was like, Jesus Christ. Well, ma'am, can I just, I said just like this, ma'am, can I just tell you like the exercise? They're my eyes. I know what they look like. Oh my goodness. I want to ride a horse right now so bad. I ride a horse, I don't think about nothing but riding. A thing put on by the Revolutionary Communist Party of Florida, the government allows that. They're plotting a revolution in broadcasting. Yeah, I know, that's messed up. They were preaching Marxism. Yeah, all of it's the same, you know, all of it. Democracy, fascism, Marxism, all of it. Right wing, left, it's all the same stuff, you know. It's for the birds. Biodegradable, right? All right, so let's come out of that. So I want to read a little something, but I had a little edema on my left foot. I saw it was a little swollen. I was like, what is that? So I said to myself, I never really like drinking beer late. I like to have beers early. And that way I can have my, you know, my teas in the evening as well. And I've been working out kind of hard, and I've been eating, but I've been eating stuff that is all right, but questionable. And I know me, like, I don't have, my family, there's no blood pressure, diabetes, none of that shit. So whenever I see something wrong, I don't have to speculate. I know it's something. I know somebody came up to me, probably a Mossad or CIA fuck monkey or something. Or even some people close. You never know, right? And I mean, you know, like in your dealings and stuff and sprays and all that. And I'm like, that's the dumbest shit. Cause like I keep telling these motherfucking dumbasses, believe in what they want, because they're fucking, they forfeited their whole existence. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. If a motherfucker had to sit there in front of me and ask me, what is your dreams? What have you seen? Instead of acting like a fucking retard because they listen to the ooh-wop dumb, the dumb monkeys, the Zios, they're all dumb. Every last one of them are fucking dumb, all right? And the other thing, absolutely, it'll use you up and spit you out. And that's all I'm gonna say to that, because I don't want to speak on that. But more and more people are realizing and waking up and realizing things. And so when I saw the demon, I was like, damn, my heart, I'm lifting, I'm stronger than a motherfucker. I'm like, I don't feel no pains. I don't feel none of that. And depending on what restaurants you go to, like a lot of Mexican restaurants here, the American ones, they're in league. These motherfuckers will do anything. They're really stupid. All right, not all, but the majority. Absolutely. Phone call come in, see this individual, blah blah blah, and these stupid motherfuckers will do it. That's how stupid they are. A lot of them forfeited their life, their existence, and they have no clue. And they think that you don't die. People, you don't fucking die. I'm gonna say this one more fucking time. You do not fucking die. All right? You believe whatever, you don't have to. I don't really give a fuck. Go get your expensive car, your brand new, whatever, your big home, whatever. Exist in the perversion of your existence, whatever it is, but you don't die. And there is a calling. And so if they're watching, hope they see that. And there are a few of us who know, like really fucking know. I wouldn't care if they cut the fucking whatever fish bowl and open it for everybody to see and allow people to actually see what's around them. I don't mean shit. I don't mean nothing. I'm being not facetious. I'm being dead serious. These motherfuckers are dumb. I'm saying, I always say stupid, but god damn, they're dumb. So I was like, okay, well, I know how to change it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make some dandelion root tea. I'm gonna slow down on all the vitamins and shit for a few days. Yeah, he's supposed to wean anyway, and I haven't really weaned. So I'm gonna chill, and I'm just gonna get my fruits and vegetables. I'm gonna start with sprouts tomorrow. Pick up certain things to make my green juice the way it's supposed to be made, and some greens to actually eat. Well, there's a few sprouts here. I'm not gonna say which one I'm going to, but it doesn't matter. I know what to get. Hell, I can message somebody ahead, and they can have my shit sitting on the side. I like making friends, okay? And when you have a conversation with certain individuals, it's fucking marvelous. I went to Sprouts today, and I met a few people, and magnificent. I met an African who knows that he's 7 generations from here. You can't make it up. It's like, why are they always putting my path like that? And this individual is like, just working the register, like, you know. I heard me talking to another individual, and he was like, yo, I'm like 7 generations from here. Where you at? He was like, we were in Liberia, and then we were in blah blah blah, and they moved around and got in the Muslim faith. He's not part of that now, but he believes in the higher power. He believes that there's a lot of things that he doesn't know about himself. And I was like, yo, anytime I come in, man, we could chat for a few minutes if you got the time. I'll make sure I come at your lunch break or whatever, you know. He's like, oh man, that'd be awesome. So, and the wine guy, because I still love my wine. We hook up, we gotta have some glass of wine, hun. I'm not smoking weed for a while. It's gonna be months because I really want to do that forestry thing. I really want to. I want to work with Walmart, and if I get with the forestry, I'll go to part-time with Walmart and do weekends or whatever days they can schedule around that. Because no matter what happened, I want to be gainfully, like involved. You know what I mean? There's, I just want to participate. And regardless of what I say, I mean, what I say is based on my dreams and how I see things and what I read and I'm able to put together. And, that bothers motherfuckers, and there's nothing I can do about it. Excuse my language, but, it's important. It's that important. I still got to maintain and parlay, and I got to do all these things, which is fun for me. I enjoy it. I enjoy other things. Obviously, y'all know that by now, but it's the communion, to be able to communicate is fun. And when it's gone, it's gone. But it's not really gone. It's a whole different thing on the other side. It's like you can't even imagine. And it's like when you come back, you forfeit yourself. When you come back here, you forfeit yourself. You come back with all the knowledge. But the first thing they do is they take the babies and they shoot them up with a bunch of shit. And as you're growing up, you eat garbage because it wasn't like that a long time ago. But the trauma, whippings, all that's not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to be beating no youngling. I don't care what wrong they did in this world. You're supposed to be able to graft them in differently. You're not. The children shouldn't be having no sex or even talking about it, unless the women are there extracting it and the men are helping the young men, and with passion, morals, and not subjugation. And that's why so many people are messed up, because that connection, there's a shared energy, and that's supposed to be a shared responsibility. And 90%, 99% of the people don't have the responsibility and the shared of the physicality of the very emotional, distressful, sadly, and powerful copulation. Okay, and it's sad. You know, I'm really good with it. So like, I understand the potency of the power and the things that are supposed to be there, you know, the comfort, all that, the protection, every bit of it. Oh, my back. But I find it all funny, and what's even more funny is the insidious nature of a beast, by the definition of the term, and the fact that you can bring people beyond rationale into this perverse narrative ideology. And for the ones who get to see the other things, they get to live totally different, and I mean comparatively totally different from everybody else. I was driving down this one street when I was coming back from Sprouts, and it was just nothing but, you could tell they're from California, and these all are brand new homes, and they're just magnificent. Like, you know, the selfishness degree, what kind of people they want there. And this is the part where the cause and effect. Whatever the cause is, the effect in the latter will be disproportionately far from all the enjoyment they're having now. So some individuals are taught and nurtured to enjoy themselves, as if when you go, don't worry about it. Don't get stuck on all the abuse and the deaths and all that stuff, the physical. Don't get stuck on it. But there's a point. I can't remember everything. There's a point of indifference. There's a point in a change. There's when I say you have a choice, you literally have a choice. And when you cross out that choice and you go the extreme, that does something to you. That's you want to believe it's an experience, but if you've been here numerous times, and every time they snatch you and they have you capitulate and do the things that should never happen, there's a give and take. I'm not talking about some fiery hell and all that dumb shit. That's right now in the physical. I'm talking about something that a million times worse than burning forever. A million times. I'm just throwing numbers around. Hey, Kira Mia, wow, what's up, beloved? What's happening? Pura vida, mi gente. But people are starting to realize it, and they're starting to see things. Now, you're always going to have the individuals that hold on to whatever, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But when you get there, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Those who comfort, those who communicate, those who knew your trip, know you better than yourself, they're not there to bash or beat. It's not even about it. It's what's happening here. I get loot and push out that we failed, blah 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 blah. But that's not the answer. It's like a soliloquy, you know, or a poem. Some poems are rough. There's 5 different forms, right? I think 7 now. It depends upon what poem you want to write, and then how you want to relay the poem. Whether you want it to be a consort of a message, or a hymn, something that rhymes, or something that has people capitulate to tears or joy. There's a number of things, right? But if you forfeit that here, you must understand, even though there's light and they know you better than yourself, there's a point of no return. I can't explain it. I don't know how to explain it, because then I will start, you know, I would be driving some other factor that has nothing to do with what I'm attempting to communicate. Then I would be stroking my ego and trying to big up and look all grandiose. No, I can't explain it. That's why I look for material. I put keywords in on Instagram, this, that, and I'm not on TikTok no more. You see Netanyahu's bragging about, we own TikTok now, we're going to use it as a weapon. He's telling you in your face. He can't do nothing with the autochthonous people. He knows he can't do a damn thing with us. It don't matter all the individuals claiming native and this, that, and that. It don't mean nothing. But sometimes y'all gotta know when to and chill. Okay? We still have people talking about, oh, all of a sudden now they Moors. And you know what we called mooring? Our blimps. They used to moor to the buildings. It's our blimps. They used to the Tartarian buildings. We're gonna say Tartarian, Tartar. They used to lock. That was our stuff, and that was a form of mooring. That ain't got nothing. The ocean in the sky is above, so below. The ocean in the sky. Okay, the fact that it was recorded at one time, it never rained. The earth used to water from the bottom up. There are mountains and peaks that are like 10,000 waters coming out, and people go, that's a fissure and pressure. Oh my goodness. They don't want you to know how great the earth is, regardless of what you can't see comparative to what you see. But that's mostly chaos because they've been directing that, you know? I want to read this, okay? I know everybody's like, wait, I thought you were saying Helena Blavatsky, Theosophical Society. No. Education system, right? You went to school and they lied to you, turned a lot of folks into dummies, right? Prison's supposed to be where they rehabilitate. You come back out and you be a better person because it's a fear. They put your handcuffs, you're removed from your family, you don't have all your things, you can't pay bills, they come and take it back. You got to come out and do it all over again. But no, they make it abusive. You got rape, everything else, poor food. The sociopath Zionists with their little scientists experimenting on you. You know, and then you got the race and all this other narrative created by them. So people are moving on to true functional skills, but on a design. So Theosophical Society, I was always alluding to the fact that it's those who hijacked it. Because Helena Blavatsky didn't want none. Oh, wait a minute. She didn't want none of that. She wanted the world to return to what it was. And I figured if people would really read and pay attention, they would say, yo, Red, I want to challenge you on what you were saying. It never happened because nobody's really reading. There are tons, as I read, tons of information in books. And you can see when the perversion, when it happened, how it changed, how they hijack. So anyway, let me go ahead and read this. Remember, we was going to get into chapter 5, ISIS Unveiled. Pay attention. A challenge to orthodoxy. A challenge to orthodoxy. In 1877, after years of preparation, study, and what she described as guidance from the Mahatmas, Helena Petrovna Blavatsky published her first major work, ISIS Unveiled. You got to check it out. I've got the PDF. Okay. At over 1,300 pages and 2 volumes, the book was ambitious in both scope and tone. It took aim at the spiritual and intellectual frameworks of her time, offering a sweeping critique of organized religion, scientific materialism, and the widespread amnesia she believed surrounding the deeper currents of ancient wisdom. Amnesia. It didn't happen by chance. The subtitle of the work, A Master Key to the Mysteries of Ancient and Modern Science and Theology. Again, write it down. A Master Key to the Mysteries of Ancient and Modern Science and Theology was more than just provocative. Okay? It signaled Blavatsky's intention to expose what she saw as a dual failure. Religion had lost its symbolic and mystical core. They had changed it so they can control the narrative, have you look outside instead of inside. As in the origin, it was always, in Algonquin, it was always looking at yourself and those around you. Okay? And science had confined itself to what could be measured. Isn't that something? That's why people running around talking about the earth is a ball spinning through space with all these fictional 100,000 miles per hour and never bumping into nothing, and there ain't no stars. Everything seems to be the same all the time. And people just can't get their heads right or wrapped right. So this amnesia is real, okay? And, so again, and science had confined itself to what could be measured, often dismissing what could not be. Now, Isis Unveiled was her, excuse me, effort to reintroduce the deeper layers of knowledge hidden beneath the surface of both. It's beautiful too. Now, writing the book was no small task. Blavatsky dictated and revised with intense energy, often working late into the night. Now, Alcott, the other guy, right? He's not the army guy, is he? Sergeant? Well, anyway, along with other early theosophists, helped gather references and edit material, but the voice behind the text was unmistakably hers. It carried her signature blend of forceful argument, symbolic interpretation, and references to ancient sources, many obscure, and some, as later critiques would point out, difficult to verify. Now, Blavatsky framed her work as a restoration of ancient wisdom, a key to unlock teachings that had been scattered, distorted, or forgotten. Now, the first volume of Isis Unveiled focused on science, not to, and y'all should really check it out, not to dismiss its value, but to challenge the narrow materialism that had come to dominate it in the 19th century. Now, Blavatsky was writing during a time when scientific advancement had begun to eclipse religious and mystical worldviews. You got to remember, they were looking at all our old Tartarian stuff. The success of mechanistic physics, evolutionary biology, and empirical methods led many to believe that everything in the universe could ultimately be explained through matter, motion, and measurable phenomena. Blavatsky did not deny the accomplishments of science. She acknowledged its precision and its ability to uncover the workings of the physical world, but she argued that science had become too reductive, too concerned with surfaces, and too quick to dismiss the invisible forces and inner dimensions of life that ancient traditions had long explored, because the Zios wanted to use it for their own purpose of getting in contact with something, bringing something back, whatever, of ancient, or creating it, right? She proposed that the universe was not a lifeless machine, nor a random collection of particles in motion, but a living, interconnected whole, a cosmos imbued with consciousness, purpose, and spiritual law. Right? What do we say? Mother Earth, Gaia, the fact that we're created, it grounds, it can help you, hug a tree, blah, 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 right? Deep breathing exercises, and they pervert all of it, right? Now, drawing on Hermeticism, Hinduism, that's right, look up Hermeticism, Hinduism, and other esoteric sources, she asserted that the true laws of nature extended far beyond what physical instruments could detect. Absolutely. That's why they need a bunch of workers, not thinkers. Okay? Excuse me. Forces such as life energy, the prana magneto, right? Magnetism, thought vibration, and spiritual causality, excuse me, were to her just as real as gravity or electricity. They threw gravity in. Perhaps more so, because they govern the inner framework of being, existence. Inner framework, not outer. Y'all see the outer and you don't like it, so why would you like yourself if you don't know nothing about it and you equip yourself with the outer? And you commit suicide, all these dumb things. But when you start looking inside, you start working on inside. You magnify, you eclipse all the outer darkness. Now, Blavatsky's critique wasn't aimed at science per se, but at scientific dogmatism, the growing assumption that if someone or something could not be measured, it did not exist. She believed the This perspective had led Western civilization into a spiritual crisis, a lost meaning, reverence, and ethical direction. Again, a lost meaning, reverence, and ethical direction. And you see that today now. In her view, ancient civilizations had once understood that spirit and matter were not separate. Absolutely not. And that knowledge of the universe required both external observation and inner insight. Through detailed comparisons of ancient texts and philosophical systems, she sought to show that modern science was often rediscovering truths long held in occult and mystical traditions, but interpreting them only through materialistic lenses. How many times have I stated that? She accused some contemporary scientists of arrogance in dismissing the wisdom of ancient sages, and argued the true progress required a synthesis of reason and intuition, fact and symbol, outer study and inner experience. Now, Isis Unveiled Volume 1 can be read. Then, as a call to reintegrate the soul back into science, it is passionate appeal, and it is a passionate appeal for a holistic worldview, one in which the laws of nature are not only mechanical, but moral, spiritual, and evolutionary in a deeper sense. If that wasn't the case, then why they use aluminum to cause trees to uproot themselves when they were rooted deeply? Why did they kill all the female trees? Why are they harming the very things, the bees and everything else? You. It suggests that to truly understand the world, we must also understand ourselves, not just as physical organisms, but as beings of energy, mind, and spirit, light, inextricably linked to the greater whole. While some of her assertions may now appear dated or speculative, now, you know who's doing that, the central insight remains resonant, that a purely material understanding of reality is incomplete. Life, according to Blavatsky, okay, is not merely to be analyzed, but to be approached with reverence, to treat each other as the gods we speak upon. Okay? That's why they had to make everybody act like complete fools. I just said I'm not shaking nobody's hands because with purpose. But I want to be connected. I want to walk side by side. Hold hands if need be. To embrace one another. And participation. Yes, with reverence, reflection, and participation. As part of a sacred intelligence. Or intelligent in ever unfolding design. That means growth beyond growth. Did they hijack the live? Let me see something. Hold on. Because I know this is freaking them out. They always got to do something stupid. Oh, man, you just can't make this up. Boy, they get scary. Don't they get scared, y'all? They get so scared, man. Let's see if they hijacked it with their little scary selves. Unbelievable. Ain't nothing wrong with the lie. Ain't nothing wrong with anything, and they just can't help themselves. You can't make this up. Two are watching. Oh, you're back? You can't make this up. Okay. Well, let me know. Let me know if it starts going buggy and stuff, all right? And I appreciate it. Okay. Because I'm reading. I know I'm reading some great stuff. Let me know if it starts going buggy and stuff, all right? Let me turn this down. I just wanted to see for myself, you know. We done had a whole bunch of people come up in here, and it's just amazing. All right, anyway. I'm gonna read a little more, and then we're gonna shut it down, because I really use the bathroom, so. Now, that was the first, okay? The second volume of Isis Unveiled, and I appreciate if you shared it, Isis Unveiled turned its focus to theology. More specifically, to the religious intuitions and dogmatic systems that, in Blavatsky's view, had drifted far from the spiritual truths they once veiled and preserved. Her most pointed critiques were aimed at organized Christianity, particularly the doctrines of the early church that she believed had obscured or distorted the original esoteric teachings of the Christ principle. And they did. They wanted to control you. All right? Now, Blavatsky did not dismiss spirituality itself. In fact, she emphasized its enduring importance. Her issue was with the way theological systems had hardened into rigid belief structures, which she saw as more concerned with control than with revolution. Listen, it saw as more concerned with control than with revelation. In her reading, many of the central doctrines of Christianity, original sin, eternal damnation, vicarious atonement, were not present in the teachings of Yeshua, but were later additions developed through centuries of institutional politics and theological reinterpretation. I just wanted to bring that in. Okay, I'm going to mark that, and we'll be going on to finish this up, because after this, it gets into the and this is a good little read with dealing with the spiritual side with the secret doctrines. We get into spiritual practice, symbolic reading, decoding esoteric texts, and I'm going to use Eckhart Tolle, the Power Now, and the Chrism. I'm going to use that as well. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I know you're working, hon, but I want y'all to see this material as important for those who find life important. I know there are many, I say this with a sad heart, many are just, they're not, you know. It's kind of messed up, right? When you think about it, you know. it's really screwed up, you know. But I just wanted to go ahead and break that down. Again, I appreciate everybody. I know it's Sunday night, and yeah. Isn't it funny? People be around you and it's supposed to support for the fiat and everything else, but more than that, have a spiritual granting of great growth. Yeah. I remember watching Charisma when I kissed her after that young bitch shot her up with the shit to make her go to sleep for good. She disappeared too. I remember looking at her eyes. It's like my son's eyes when he took his last breath in my hands. I knew the doctor did it. I had to remind myself of the latter, because I really wanted to do the most extreme to him that nobody has ever done. That was what's inside me. And I couldn't remove it, but I had to compartmentalize it. I had to put it in a place that it could never exist. Same thing with Charisma. When I saw her eyes, it was like she was saying, I want revenge, but don't worry. And then a year or so later, I was poisoned. And then I remembered who I was. And then the dreams came back harder and stronger. So this is a warning to them. This is all I've been giving. And if people don't want to hear it, or they want to think they're slowing something down and stopping it, why would I allow brain-dead individuals, institutionalize those who have accepted more sacrilege and made themselves devoid of anything that might be resilient? Why would I cut myself off? I know y'all heard about Dairy Queen and a lot of ice cream. Just pure poison. That's why I haven't been buying no Ben & Jerry's. They were supposed to be natural, but even that's questionable. Anyway, I'm gonna say goodnight. I'm gonna go in the store right quick. Walmart got crappy food. I just use this bathroom, tinkle. And pick up some water and get the little thing so I can make some tea. And see you guys in the AM. All right? Appreciate y'all so much. You have a grand evening.